Let's see how this is gonna go. Let's see. So yesterday we swinged a SPY call that has been beautiful this morning. Nice huge jump back up, right? So we got in somewhere around here, right when the market closed. So that would be pretty much at the end, I guess. And this morning it has pumped up big time, right? So already yesterday before the market closed, it was already up quite a bit. Once the market opens up in a couple more minutes, this should be up even more, and this is looking wonderful. So I'm really happy to see that. Now keep in mind, of course, this is a 3-day weekend. We have the whole Monday being off and all that stuff, so you got to be a little careful with that aspect. But other than that, there shouldn't be any other problems. Just don't really heavily invest into anything, because investors overall are usually much more cautious on a 3-day weekend. And don't ever chase, right? There's always pumps happening and stuff like that. You don't ever want to chase. For example, this morning, something I didn't get into it, so I didn't really catch it, but a lot of people did, and a lot of the alerters I follow also did, was APOP, right? APOP really took off this morning pre-market, almost reached 10, died down. So anyone that bought up there, kind of sad. And then after dying down, it did come back up. As soon as it started curling back up, it was a good idea to start thinking, is it going to go up more? It made a second green candle, and that's when you get in. And then it came all the way up to here, and now it's kind of holding around $9, right? So APOP took off this morning pretty nicely. A lot of movers. I mean, webull shows you all the top gainers and everything every morning as well. But my thing today has been this. Really excited to see how high SPY decides to go today as the market closes. The other thing is Litecoin really taking off. It finally broke past its up and down pattern, reaching 200 very soon, right? So I took off 200 of the Litecoins I was holding, sold 200 of them just this morning at 192, because that was the previous point where it was kind of falling back down, right? That was the previous resistance basically. But now we're seeing it break way past that. So I held 100 Litecoin that have broken past that. Really happy I held some of it. The market is taking off with that. Lately, as I've been telling you guys, I'm averaging down on all these stocks that have been bag held by me basically. So I'm going to start off with the ones that are very close to finishing up. I'm really hoping Gilead just breaks the gap and actually becomes green by itself. 3D printing with healthcare emerging more and more is also something that should easily break by itself. ChargePoint, I averaged down and took out some of the shares, but it still wasn't that easy to do. So I think after all of these, the one that I'm going to focus on averaging down and becoming green on and selling next is going to be ALF. That's the one I'm going to try to get rid of. So I'm going to wait for a day where it is very low. Right? Wait for a day where it's very low, and then just grab a bunch of it. So right now, it's been trending around, right? This is the day I picked it up, 1875. I picked it up around sometime in June where it was skyrocketing towards 20. I picked it up at the top because it did look like, the way it was moving, that it would keep going. You never know. But it did not keep going. It died down. I didn't have a stop loss because I felt like, these kinds of pullbacks happen. As you can see, it happened here, then it goes up, right? But it did not. It died. So it's been averaging pretty well right here under 9 for the last few days. But very few moments where it does break through to 11. But I would want to pick it up cheap if I'm trying to average down, right? So I'll wait for more periods, days where it opens up below this dotted line and lower. Pick up another maybe 120 to make this 200 even. Pick up 120 shares at a very low price so that I can bring my average down below 12, below 11 should make it a lot easier to go green on that. Yeah. Let me just see something else. So I like how it's pointing down right now. I want this to go down anyway, right? So keep going down, please. And you keep going up. So let's look at everything so far, right? So we've got the Litecoin. I also sold all my Dogecoin at 30 cents. I had 20,000 Dogecoin. I sold that at 30 cents, I think 2 or 3 days ago. Ethereum is very close to hitting 4,000, excuse me. So that's pretty exciting as well. Let's just see something. So crypto all in all doing great, which always means, of course, that the crypto stocks are doing great. BTCM broke through $10, and we're watching all of these guys as well, because today, as long as Bitcoin keeps pushing, Mara and Riot should also be pushing. So, I might look to either one of them depending on how they trend, either one of them for calls. All right, so I'm going to keep these guys open for calls today. We already have our SPY play, so we just chill back and watch. When the market opens, this might dip a little, but it should be green. I'll probably close early. I'm not gonna wait too long. I'll just I'll sell as soon as I can, to be honest, because and if anything, I'll probably sell I'll sell 7 of them. I'll hold 3 runners just in case, but I'll sell the majority of it, take the gains before something wrong happens and it dips back down. But we don't know what's gonna happen. We never do, right? But in general, it's possible that this might all fall back down really far, because unemployment rate not looking good. The whole COVID situation still not looking good. So there's a couple issues out there that are plaguing the economy pretty hard. Litecoin's at 200 now, which is wonderful. Let's see. And of course, with all that being said, I've been holding HUIZ, right? So HUIZ was an IPO that is similar to the crypto stocks. It's also part of the same group of things. And HUIZ is up a shit ton, right? It's been doing great, flying, right? I'm up 121% on this stock. Had I gone in even heavier, which honestly speaking, I probably should have, considering the fact that this is a crypto-related mining stock, it was bound to fly, right? I got in. So this IPO was listed June 15th, and I got in somewhere over here where it dipped down and then it started coming back up. And on this day, when it started coming back up, I bought in. And I only picked up 100 shares. So let me see. This was June 15th, you see? Picked up 100 shares, 425. Because most IPOs either skyrocket as soon as the market opens, or they fall and then go up. And I wish I put in a lot more, but obviously it wasn't, purely safe. It could have dipped even further, because after that day, it just has been on a beautiful ride up, right? So it's been going great, and I'm just gonna hold my 100 shares in here. Probably sell sometime when crypto reaches a peak, so I'm gonna wait. This might actually go to 20. I might put more money into here, which would bring my average up, but it's worth it because it's moving up so well. So we'll see about that when the time comes. For now, Mara and Riot are something I'm watching as crypto breaks new highs. Here we have Apple as well, back at it again. Every day it's been having trouble kind of breaking through its current resistance. It reaches 150, almost 155, but doesn't really break through that. Right? It keeps getting very close to it and then fails at breaking through that, and then you end up just being very happy holding puts on it, and that's kind of, once again, what I might be doing today. I don't think that on a Friday is going to be the day where it's actually going to break through to new highs or something. But initially, when the market does open, if it's a really cheap call, I might grab a few contracts. Got to be very careful. Got to tread lightly today. Grab a few contracts, see how it goes, and then sell those, take the gains, and then be ready to buy puts, because Apple is having trouble breaking that all-time high of its. SPY looking a little, typical as it always does, curling up and down. But I'm pretty hopeful that after having gapped up again, it's gonna go up just a little more before it dies again. So you gotta be very careful. It's not gonna keep flying up. It's already gone up. As soon as the market opens, you try to grab it at the best price, whatever height it's at. I'm just gonna play it safe and get rid of 8 of them. Actually, I don't know how much it's gonna open at though. Not sure where it'll be. Maybe it'll be 0.7. So I'll be ready here to type in whatever I have to type in once the market opens. Because I got in at 0.4, so I'm pretty safe to begin with. I'm hoping it's doubled in how much it gapped up, but it's hard to tell where it'll be once the market opens, right? So that being said, let me see, what's Chewy doing? Chewy, after its death, I was watching to see if Chewy's gonna have a recovery. It looks like it's trying to recover, but not really successfully. It's got a tiny curl back up, but it didn't make it. Yesterday morning it tried to, but then it's just stayed there and withered. So we'll have to see what this does today. Not really that hopeful about it. Now that 18 minutes have passed, we can take a look at our power stocks and see how they're moving. Let's see how they're doing. So Spotify, great positive movement yesterday, coming back down so far. Datadog's been moving up like crazy. QQQ, SPY. Okay, so these guys opened above their dashed line. Cyber's just blanking out. Nothing looks really juicy so far. AMD's been dying down again. So all in all, this week though has been a wonderful week, right? Every single thing that I bought into this week was a success. And one of the sexiest parts yesterday was that I was talking about this KPLT. KPLT I showed right here at 9:20 a.m. that it was getting ready to kind of break out, right? Because it's making this triangle, and then an hour later, boom, it broke out. And that was the stock yesterday that I was holding and got the trade. I was watching SPY, and I said that I think it's a stock worth getting a swing call into, and we did that today, and here we are. Right? Even before that, all week has been pretty nice. We had the day we had our positive QQQ gains. One of the other many ways of making sure you have good calls is that you can make a bunch of calls, but which ones did you play? And you want to have good plays, so you got to pick and choose correctly. Don't go into every single play, because not every play is going to be a success, right? Not every play is going to be a success. So you got to watch and see what looks best. So, today we're great with these SPY swing. I'm going to watch Apple. These other guys, not exactly for me, because their option contracts are a little overpriced in my opinion. So I won't really be able to play around with that. Not on a Friday before a 3-day weekend. Definitely not. Right, so that's not what I'm trying to do. Looking at Wix right now, looks pretty good. I don't see any massive buyers though, but it looks pretty decent. This was a great day this morning right here. Let's see, maybe we'll play it too. We'll see. We'll have to see once the market opens what we can do here. as well as here. So these are some I'm going to be watching right now to try and do some calls on. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see anything significant right now. Let's take a look at some of the stocks we've been watching. I'm seeing some people sharing a couple of things I want to look up real quick. ACIU. So it was at around 715 when it got pumped. It's back to that price range, ready to be pumped again. That's wonderful. I will keep an eye on that. ACST. So any of these that we don't need to watch. Yeah, this one. ACST rings a bell. Is that Acosti? Acosti Pharma, yeah. I've watched this before. Damn, it's been dying. Wow. Oh. It's almost back to where it used to be before it was famous. But it's not back to it yet. So we'll see when it gets there. CLU. Oh, there's another Chinese stock. Wow, let's add this in there. Oh, it's in there already. China EDU. I have it on my list. Okay, so we're good. Why are we buying this? We're not buying this. The China stocks I've been watching. There's not a problem with that. I'm always watching the Chinese stocks. Oh, did SPY dip back down again? Let's see. It's okay. It's still pre-market. It does weird movements. Oh, yeah, nice. Okay. No problem. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. Once the market opens up, I don't think it should be too hard to be green on it, considering, you know, depending on what price people got in at. This should be able to recover in the next few minutes. It doesn't really matter. But that's kind of what happens, right? Because looking at the power stocks, a lot of them are pointing down. You know, the few that are pointing up, I've opened, but most of the market looking like a weak open. But it literally takes 2 seconds for any of this to reverse. Look at all of this, right? Causing, yeah. As soon as any of these start kind of going back up again, should be all right. I'm not too worried. Didn't really get in too heavy anyway, but it is 10 contracts at 0.4. All we can do is wait and watch. Wait and watch. I'm hopeful. Yeah, you know, pretty big deep dip though. Let's see what happens. Yeah, 6 more minutes until we can actually get through. Let's see what else is happening. A couple more announcements coming out of people. SPY break below 453 for puts, which is kind of what we're looking at right now, but I wouldn't depend on that until the market opens up. Let's see. Coming back to the stocks though, APOP, NE, a lot of these are looking like the top, you know, top things that people are watching. NE has been doing pretty well, but then, you know, this happened today, so that kind of sucks. Which means that if you missed out, then this is another opportunity for you to get back in there. You wait and watch when it starts curling back up, and then you buy it. You know, use your level 2 data, use your webull comment section, see what people are talking about. Similarly here, we're looking at APOP as well. So APOP's kind of showing movement back up again. You know, it had crazy high volume pre-market, jumped all the way to almost $10. So there's still some fun happening today. It's just never a fun day when it's a Friday, especially a Friday before a 3-day weekend. So I'm going to be careful. I'm going to be cautious on what I get into. It doesn't take much for something to just die down, just like SPY is right now. But you know, we're in. We're already in. So all we can do right now is just sit back and watch. This shouldn't be too big of a problem. I'm pretty sure this is going to easily just return back up. I will not be selling this at a loss. If anything, I'll let it close out and take the whole thing away. But I'd rather sit back and watch, see how it's doing. And if anything, if it opens below 0.4, then maybe I'll average down in hopes of it returning back by the end of the day. But it really all depends on how everything else is moving. You know, and then I'm watching Wix, Costco, Mara, Riot, all in anticipation of crypto continuously going up more and more. You know? So if we lose something there, we'll make it back somewhere else. All right. So that's something that you can always try. But this is, you know, not completely unprecedented. You know, SPY was breaking all-time highs, and then it's kind of having trouble going above that again because the market is kind of getting plummeted by all kinds of plagues. We need some more of these guys to just turn green, and as everything else starts coming back up, so will SPY. You know, we got 3 more minutes to see once the market opens what will actually happen. But the pretty thing is that although a lot of these stocks are going up and whatnot, what is this? My favorite dividend stocks are still pretty low. Like for example, ORC, my all-time favorite, is still at one of its all-time low points. Right, it's really, really cheap right now. Previously, I had it and then I sold it at 579. So it's pretty cheap right now. I had 4,000 shares of it that I sold. I used to get pretty good dividends from holding all that. $260 for holding 4,000 shares, right? So it's a really good dividend payer, very good stock, very cheap. It stays pretty stable. As you can tell, it doesn't really tend to go too far below $5 ever, right? But it does go up. Even after I sold it, it went up a little more. So you can see that. So this is something I'm looking to grab. My other favorite dividend stock, CIM. This one's been showing some positive movement. It's not really coming back down. I had a bunch of this too. I had 1,000 shares of it. It used to give me $300, right? And this is also, I believe, one of the monthly dividend payers. So, you know, this is pretty nice. And I sold it at 13.61. It kept going. I had no idea it was going to do that, and that's what happens. But you know, it's been on a really good movement. This is not coming back down much. It's not coming back down to below what I had it at. So I should have probably held. But you know, after that COVID dip, anyone that picked COVID dips and any time the market pulls back, you buy the dip, right? So I did buy the dip, but I didn't hold for long enough, unfortunately. Got a couple of these things will be averaging down as the week continues next week. But for now, 1 more minute to see what's actually going to come of this. It has fallen back down quite a bit, so all we can do is just sit back and watch. Maybe cut losses, but I'm hopeful that it will curl back up. It's below my entry point, so it should be below 0.4. And if anything, I'll cut my losses and then go into getting SPY puts. Or maybe I'll keep the calls and buy puts. So here we go, 452. Is it going to crawl back up? Yeah, it fell down quite a bit, right? So now this became negative. Not really, still not sure though, because this can easily reverse. Gotta sit back and watch, see what's happening. The puts are looking a little expensive. All right, I'm gonna let that do its thing real quick. Let me see what's happening here. This is going up too quick. All right, we got the right contract filled. Let me see. And Mara. I'm okay with that for now. Let me see where I want to sell this because I don't want to hold it for too long. Sell all 10 at 0.7 if it makes it there. It should make it there. I'm going to submit that in before it starts curling back down like a loser. SPY trying to come back up. Okay. Trying, but not trying hard enough. I could average down. Not really inclined to do that just yet. Apple, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till this hits its all-time high, if even, and then get the puts again, as always. Because I don't like the 2.5 gap, 152.5 to 155. That gap is not something I'm a fan of. But I will wait till this reaches 155 and then decides to come back down again. Alright. This is going pretty well. Costco trying to curl back up. Wix trying to go. Just not really. Yeah, I'm going to watch. I got to be careful today, right? With the whole thing of being a Friday and 3-day weekend shit. Let's see what people are announcing. Wow. The 2.5 gaps again. Yeah, about that. I'll just get 5. Is it about to die? That looks good to me. I'm gonna cut back on the Wix and Costco. There you go. Sold, right? So we succeeded right here. 10 contracts, 52. So 520 to 700. That's 200. $160, right? 160. Yeah. We'll keep an eye on that. Visa call doing good so far. I don't know if I want to get back in this again. It is going pretty well. This is cheaper, but also I mean, I've watched Riot and Mara before. They often tend to randomly just come back down, which always sucks. You know, even though crypto might still be going up, which it is right now, they often just curl back down out of nowhere. So I'm kind of cautious on that aspect. This is looking nice, okay. And what's up with SPY though? Why is this thing tripping? Do I want to average down? It's my buying power. 40, okay. I could fix this with a heavy average down and then sell as soon as it's green, but that's a little risky. So I've got 10 contracts at 40 cents. So I would have to buy like 40 contracts at 20 cents to make the average really close to 40. And I don't know if I want to do that. It's a pretty big hefty investment right there. Visa tripping, coming back down again. Riot coming down. There you go. That's right. Let's see. I'd rather average this down than anything else, to be honest. Visa should have some good movement today, especially with the 3-day weekend coming in, meaning good business for them. just break out already? What the hell? Just go to 400. Just go to 400. Bitcoin not reaching 51 yet. Doggy back down to 29. Okay. Not sure what else we could play. Oh god, is MedX really trying to come back up? Because we talked about this yesterday. With the Chinese EDU stocks being at its all-time mini lowest, 4 cents. Well, 40 cents, excuse me. I would love to go all in on a 40-cent stock and watch it go back to $8. That would be a dream come true. Probably wouldn't need to day trade for quite a while after that. Alright, so this is like full-blown dying right now, but I really do want to average down. I do think that after dying for a little bit, maybe around 10 a.m. is when it's really going to start picking up and come up. But for now, all we can do is wait and watch. This whole week has been green. Every single call, every single prediction, every single thing I bought into, well, actually, everything I bought into was green. So this will ruin the week, but that's more realistic than having a 100% green week, right? So if the week has one red trade, this will be it. The SPY swing. It was looking good at initial. Oh, look, the put. I didn't even get to buy the put. It just started dying. Okay. So that's that. It just started dying. Gotta wait. Every time it's approaching 155, it's a safe spot to try getting puts on Apple. Now, what happened to Visa? Come on, just go. I'll probably sell the close here at just. I'll just close it at $1.01. I'm not sure how much higher that can really go. I haven't really done Visa calls before, but I just need to get some green out of it. With SPY, I saw it go down to 16 cents and come back up just now. I would want to buy it at 16 cents and then let it go up. Not very proud of you, SPY. What is this bullshit? Come on, Spotify's trying to come back up, but everyone is red. Look at these guys right here. EA is trying to come back up. Starbucks dying, TTD. Yeah, all of these red. That's just your typical Friday. Maybe a swing into a Friday with a 3-day weekend wasn't the brightest idea, but it'd be like that sometimes, right? This filled already at $1.01. So that's a green trade right there. Not sure if I'm gonna buy more into here, but we can always come back here and let me see. Yeah, the next one is too far. It's cheap, but it's far. Not sure if it's really looking to go to 227. Visa. Is Visa trying to recover all the way to 234? It's been up to 240 and 251. Okay, so it reached an all-time high and then it's been dying. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. There you go. Back in buying position again, right? Under what we initially bought at, but crypto's still looking good, right? Crypto has its dip. You see, like, that's what I'm talking about. So Riot always does this. BTCM is looking the best, if anything. That's beautiful. Anyone that bought into BTCM and is holding, very happy today. I just sold it yesterday on my small account at 12. And nothing to really, I don't have any day trades left on my small accounts, both of them. So they're just sitting with limit orders placed and ready to go whenever things reach what they were supposed to reach. But this is still very strong. So I'm not, okay, AMD and NVIDIA making a return. QCOM and PayPal green. Good, good. Let's see that positive movement SPY. 20 cents would have been a good place to average down, but I didn't. At this point, I'm not sure how easily it can return to 40 cents though. But just gotta wait and watch as everything tries to recover where it needs to be. Let's close this. And Riot being below where I first bought it at, while crypto is still green, this looks like a great re-entrance point. So I'll get back in again. Back in on Riot again. Alright, so basically I let everybody know that I'm scalping Riot calls, going back in on it as it dipped while crypto is still up, and crypto is still up. And that I didn't really average down the SPY call yet, but I might want to now that I'm seeing my power stocks trying to come back green, right? This is curling back up, Moderna curling back up. Everyone's trying to curl back up. So now that we're seeing that, let me see this again. Okay, so we can buy a pretty strong position. I would want to buy it at 20 cents if it comes below. Come on, just go down a little more and then come up. QQQ made its curl back up. Riot struggling. Okay, yep, glad I sold the Visa. Right. Might scalp this again as it goes lower than what I initially bought it at. Far lower than what I initially bought it at. I'm not sure if this is actually going to try or not. SPY is having a lot of difficulty. We would have to see how this is going to look like by 10. Ethereum is having trouble getting to 4,000. Alright, so here I'm going to try to sell this again at, what did I sell it at last time? 70 cents? Okay. So right now we're in on Riot, so I'm trying to do this real quick, try to see if I can scalp this again. I already did it once for a $160, $180 gain. I think it'll go higher than the 0.7 that it did last time. So I'm going to try to sell all 10 again at maybe 0.72 this time. Submit that in, let it go. Okay, so Visa back to far lower than what I first bought it at. Not sure if it's actually going to come back up or not. It's trying to curl. But will it? Oof. Yeah, I'm glad I submitted that sell order, right? So we got a little bit of profit here. And it's so much cheaper now. It's like it just died. Like, yeah. But the fact that it's dying is the scary part, because then if everything's dying, SPY might be dying, and that would kind of suck. I have the option to heavily average this down, bring my average closer to 20 cents, and then sell. Or just sell now and take the L, which would basically get canceled out from all the profit we already made. I don't know. I feel like because the market did gap up over yesterday, you know, this movement right here, that today was supposed to be a green day, but I don't know. We can just sit back and watch for now. Visa still dying. I am interested in grabbing Visa again if it's gonna make a hill back up like that, but I am not seeing where it's gonna try to do that yet. Let me see. Yeah, a lot of these guys, everyone is curling back up, which should mean that SPY would curl back up. QQQ is already showing a return, so I'm not sure why SPY is having difficulty with its reversal, because it's pretty fucking cheap right now. I could really average down very heavily. Very heavily. If I average down heavily, it'll become much easier to turn green, and I am very much inclined to do so. Yeah, everything, look at how much more green there is now as opposed to just 5 minutes ago. X came back, JP Morgan coming back up. Can't tell, no, Coca-Cola's dying. Len has a little curl there. Yeah, everyone's coming back up. Okay, AMD, NVIDIA. So this should come back up. Should we average down or not? I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna average down 40 contracts, 18 cents. Great, perfect. So you see my average is much easier now to turn green on. The 18 cent, the 40 contracts I just bought at 18 cents are already pretty much green. I would want to try to sell them all at 20 cents just in case it goes up and comes back down again. At least I would have that little profit to work with. So we'll see if that gets filled. What's happening with Riot? Riot just being a bitch. Come on, man. How far is Visa gonna die before it comes back up? I feel so relieved that I sold. It's decisions like this that make me feel better about my theory of just take the profit. Just take the profit. Always take the profit. It's interesting to see an AMD coming back up, man. I miss trading AMD. 2 weeks ago, it was all, or 3 weeks ago, I'm not sure. It was all, yeah, that was almost 3 weeks ago. This was such a great time. This whole week, July 27th to August 3rd, 4th, amazing time. It reached new all-time highs, breaking 120, and now it's become a bitch. There you go, Visa. Now the question is it actually going to come up or is it just going to die? Let's take a look at level 2 real quick. That would be the goal, bro. That would be the goal. If I can. I mean, it seems very likely I should be able to profit off of SPY today, considering every single share that was really, really red in my list of power stocks has become green again. So I'm not sure why SPY is tripping so much. You know, still falling, but I'd be careful right now. I wouldn't do it because you're seeing me struggle with it, so that's a sign that you shouldn't buy into it. You know, I just bought heavily to average down and it's going even below furthermore. So, you know, it's not exactly the best day for SPY. Nor is today a great day to begin with like, you know, being a Friday before a three-day weekend. It's a small loss if I had to take the loss, but I'm still hopeful. You know, the day's still young. I'm still hopeful. Visa's dying even further. I think it's below the next bracket now. 220. Oh, no, it's not. Yeah. AMD. Actually showing positive movement. Not really interested though. Yeah. You know, everyone that started the morning red is starting to curl back up to green again. So what's happening here? We got SPY and Riot. Riot died more. I wouldn't mind averaging down Riot. That I can do. That I can do because crypto is still strong. Has Bitcoin fallen at all? Tuesday is the best option to go with for now. Don't buy anything today. Not a bright idea. Not a good day to really buy anything, to be honest. Fridays usually don't go so well anyway. Monday and Tuesday on every single week. Monday and Tuesday are the best days to do options and day trading in general. Wow, Spotify had a strong reversal. That's crazy. Fridays always suck. Everything either tends to be overpriced or everything tends to be acting in a weird way where it doesn't move the way you want it to. And then you don't want to end your week with a loss. So it's also good for just that mental health. What a big jump. What the fuck? I don't know if this is going to keep going though. Let's see. I definitely want to average that down. And what's happening in SPY? Okay. If QQQ is still going, it shouldn't be too hard for SPY. I'm still willing to average down one more time if I need to. If it'll turn everything green, I don't mind it. Right, with it being dirt cheap like this, I could get a shit ton more. But do I want to? Is this at all curling? Man, this shit is getting shat on. Thank God I sold. See, HUIZ is still going up. I don't know why Riot's suddenly sucking dick. Crypto is also still going up. It's not like Bitcoin fell. BTCM 1440 now. Look at this. BTCM is beautiful. Wow. That's insane. I might swing BTCM calls into next week. September 17th. Okay, sure. But that's really expensive. Yeah, alright, never mind that. Never mind that. Okay, so this is pointing up again. What's happening, right? What are you trying to do, man? I'll sell 15 of them at 0.5, trim that off, leave 5 just in case it goes further up. How did you become so informative on options? Oh, I've been, so I started this YouTube channel maybe, I think 6-7 months ago. I'm not entirely sure. I was day trading since January of this year. And I learned from multiple different Discord servers that I paid to join and stuff like that. And then I started up my own Discord server where I share things that I picked up from multiple different Discord servers that I pay for. But my Discord server is free because I don't believe I need to charge anyone monthly fees for being part of my Discord server. If I'm making money and I'm so good at, you know, getting my stock calls and all that, I don't need to make money off of people on my server. I personally find it a little silly. In the distant future, if I have thousands and thousands of people in my Discord server, I might have a tiny fee, like maybe $10 a month or $20 a month, because if you're not even making $20 a month, why are you even trying to trade? Just because I am here putting in time and sharing and answering questions and stuff like that, right? But right now, I'm in that proving myself phase, and I'll never have a Discord server that's like $80 or $100 a month because I just find that silly. Like, why are you charging so much when all you when you're making so much money? But basically, to answer your question, experience, just a lot of trading and experience like that. Come on, such a slow moving day, but this is looking pretty, so I won't complain. Gotta sit back and relax. I would want to sell this at, I need to average down more. I really need to average down more. I don't think this is gonna come back to like 23. It might, but I'm going to go ahead and average down a little bit more. There you go. Now my average is beautiful, right? This shouldn't take too much to turn green. In fact, it's almost turning green. Keep going, keep going. Sell to close. I'm going to play it safe. All I want is to just close out green. Damn, is it gonna make it at 21 cents? Fuck. Yeah. What happened? Oh, excuse me. Cancel that. Come on, no, don't do that shit. Go back. I'll wait. If it's gonna dip a little more, and I have it open on another screen here too, so I'm constantly watching SPY. It is dipping a little more. Let's go back to here. What's happening with Riot? Trying. Okay, you keep trying. Fuck that. Visa. All right, Visa did curl back up. There you go. It did curl back up. It came back up from 42 to 66. I missed it, but let me see. I missed it, but if it dies down again, I would love to get in there. So I'm gonna open up. I'll just leave this here. Actually, I can watch other stuff on my other laptop. Other monitor down below. Oh, SPY, you were so close. So close. I have faith. I have faith, and I think that based off of that faith, I should probably average down while it's its lowest. If I can bring this down far enough, I can sell it at 20 cents or maybe 18 cents. Throwing out hidden gems. No, so I'm also a doctor, and I have another YouTube channel where I teach medicine. I teach preparation for some exam called the STEP exams. They're the hardest exams in the world that you have to take to officially become a doctor. So that channel is called USMLE Live. It's got about 30K people on it. And I teach medicine completely free. Other people that teach usually have like little sessions and they'll be like, join my course, stuff like that. No, I just teach it all for free. I believe a lot of knowledge and education, knowledge in general, should be free, especially in today's day and era. So all these gems that are technically, you're right, they are hidden gems. They shouldn't be hidden. I don't think they should be hidden. There's no reason for them to be hidden. Everyone should know what's happening, and everyone should be able to get into what's happening. You know, so it's a silly world where people like to use knowledge as a form of income, because knowledge is priceless. Look at Visa. Look at this. That's beautiful. I missed the dip moment. I was supposed to buy in when it started curling up big. Like as soon as it came up, I would say maybe 5-6 cents. That would be a sign that it's gonna go. So if you were to buy in right here, like around maybe, I would have probably wanted, since it went to 42 cents, I would have probably wanted to buy it if it came back to 50 cents. And look at it now. It's about to reach back to where I initially sold it. And it's above where I initially bought it. So great stock for today. And this kind of movement usually sucks, but if you're watching attentively, oh, hold on. My other monitor just alerted me that SPY is more than green right now. Holy shit. Look at that. I'm just going to take the profit. I don't want to mess around with it too much. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Come on, just fill. Just fill. The reason it takes time sometimes is because it hasn't reached a full 23 cents. So as soon as this becomes 24 cents or close enough to it, this should fill. Let me tell my Discord people that the averaging down was a success. Not exactly a success yet though, but looking successful. Let me just, everyone. Okay, this is, let me just, I don't know, it looks scary. No, it's going. It'll definitely work. I'm confident it's going. It is going, right? Everything's green. Let me see. Power stocks again. Green. God damn it, SPY. Stop that. Fuck. Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna... No. Okay. Alright. Now I'm gonna have to sit back and watch. If I sell it at 20 cents, it would be... I'll just do that. I'll just do that. If it comes back up, it'll go. And it shouldn't be too hard for it to come back up. Riot though, what happened to Riot with crypto? See, this the crypto stocks always being tricky. Crypto is still looking green. Whoa, what was this? Crypto is still green, but this guy is dying. Why? Why would Riot be dying when crypto is still green? Okay, we'll see if I can sell SPY. I'll try to average that down. Thing is, all these guys are making a great return. I mean, look at the line of greens. Look from here all the way to here. Pretty much all of them are green. Even the ones that are red are going towards green. So the market is turning green. Suck a dick. Yeah, I'm live every morning. Every morning, 9 a.m. roughly. Sometimes I'm late by like a minute or 2 or 5. But I'm live every morning, just like this, day trading and stuff. And if I have people watching, I stay live longer until I close my trades, because I'm trying to prove myself, show that I know what I'm doing, and that I can handle my losses just fine. Because what I learned from all the Discord servers I was following, that they would make calls and then they would claim that they closed the call green, and they would talk about all the money they made. And, you know, you take them for their word, right? But there was never actual proof. Here, I can't lie about it. If you're going to see me close out a loss, you're going to see me close out a loss. And that's the reality of the market, right? You know there are going to be losses. I mean, if you're following people that claim they never lose, then they probably shouldn't be on a YouTube channel, because what are they, you know, well, they're not on a YouTube channel, first of all, but if they're claiming that they never lose, then, you know, just keep trading, make your money. Then what are you talking about, you know? And if you don't ever lose, you should be way well off, and many other things, you know. I'm not a fan. I feel like if you're going to talk about trading, you're going to talk about calls, and you're going to talk about telling me to buy X and buy Y and buy Z, then show me that you bought it too. Because if you didn't buy it, why are you telling me to buy it? So right now, my Discord server, which is in the link in the description, there's only like, I think about, we're still trying to approach 100 people. So is this YouTube channel, which is why I can't name it. It's going to be named youtube.com/AmirStocks Live. But you can't name your YouTube channel until you at least have 100 subscribers. So that's the thing. God damn it. Why are you struggling so much? Just go. I know you want to. I'm pretty sure SPY is going to close the day at like 25 cents after seeing what happened right here. But I don't want to risk it. So I'm trying to just get it off my hands. I should have sold right now when it was moving, but I got excited because it was going to 23, 24. And with Riot, I'm not sure what the fuck happened to these people with crypto still being good. So, but I wouldn't shy out in averaging down. Yeah, no, it's great to have you, Honest. I'm happy to have you. I will always cherish the first few people that I've had on this channel. It's been wonderful. When I was new here on the YouTube channel, on this YouTube channel, I made about 5 regular friends that are almost on every day. So if you join, you'll see some of them that join pretty much every day. They're not on today, but you know, it's good to have you. So thanks for joining, and I hope I can teach you a few things, show you a couple tricks, and help you make some money, most importantly. Okay, here we go. Just come back up. Stop bitching. Come back up. Same for you. Like QQQ's being a good boy. Visa, I'm not sure if I'm going to get back in it anymore. I wanted to get back in at 50 cents. I should have submitted a contract to buy at 50 cents. I didn't. So that's okay. I made money off Visa already, so I'm going to pull out of that now. That's good enough. I want to sell all of these guys as soon as they turn green. I'm going to have to average these guys down heavily as I get time. But number one priority right now is making these guys work. God damn, just go. I only needed to get the 21 cents. I'm not even gonna end the live until this either hits 21 cents or I have to go, because I really want to close this out green. If I can close this out green, and I guess I'm in riot too, right? So if I can close both of them out green, then this will be my first week ever where every single trade I made closed green, which is pretty nice. It doesn't mean I made a million trips or a million trades or anything. It's just that every trade I did make is going to be closed out green. But if I don't, then these will be the only trades this week that I'd be closing red. God dang, just go back all the way up to here. Where was it at? 37.23 or 37.45. Okay. So I needed to go back to 37.45. It's struggling. Oh, here we go. Please. Just close green. Just finish. This needs to turn 22 and this will fill. Shit, there you go. Perfect. Perfect. I closed it with, I just saw it real quick, plus 125. I closed SPY green. That was a fight. That was a huge struggle, right? But I closed it above my average. I closed 100 contracts of it, and I made money off my SPY swing that dipped today, even though it had looked good after market yesterday and pre-market today, but then it dipped. But I averaged down, aka buy the dip, right? Buy the dip is never the wrong advice. So now I'm going to keep this open just for my own enjoyment. I want to see how high up it goes for my own learning purposes. And I hope I made your morning fun too. And now my next fight, which I'm not too sure if I want to get into, is to average this down. How much do I have? So I don't want to tap into my margin, right? So I want to use just this. All right, so crypto, let me see. Let me close my power stocks list now because I don't care. Crypto is all looking beautiful. I got a tiny curl down on Bitcoin. I want to see Bitcoin curl up. Wait, who matters right now? And Ethereum matters, I guess, yeah. All right, so we're done with playing around with SPY. I'm just keeping this open to see how high it goes, just for fun. I sold at 21 cents. Okay, so Litecoin, good. Ethereum is pointing up, actually, approaching 4,000. Bitcoin is pointing up. So I should have, I was going to say I should have no trouble averaging down, but it came up. I was going to average down around the 30-cent range that it was sitting at. All right, well, since everything is pointing up, then, or at least trying to point up, right, should have no major trouble. I will average down. If this comes back down to close to 30 cents again, I will average this down, make it sexy up, or I might not need to. I will gladly sell if I get to close it green. I'll submit the order. Let's see. If I get to close this green, which I'm pretty confident I will today, then this week I've closed every single trade I made green. Let me open the ride trade on my other monitor so I can watch everything together. I'm so close to being green here. I mean, I'm almost green as it is, but I want to close at 50 cents, not just green. I would like to have pretty decent little profit there. My goal on my Discord, by the way, and on my YouTube channel in general, is to make at least $500 to $1,000 a day, right? Considering the fact that there's about 365 days in a year. If you're, well, there's 365 days in a year, but there's about 200 days that you will actually trade, right? Considering holidays, weekends, days that you just didn't feel like trading, any other day you couldn't trade for whatever the fuck reason. There's 200 solid days you'll be able to day trade. If you could make $1,000 each one of those days, you're golden, right? But you don't even need to reach that far. If you could even only make $100 of profit each one of those 200 days, that's $200,000, right? Just in the grand scheme of things, you have triple 6-digit income. So when you make $100 in a given day and you don't feel like trading anymore, sit back and relax. One of my favorite things I like to tell people is just enjoy. You know, if you see some stock that got pumped up, went 10x, and you didn't get to be a part of it, it's all good. Be happy for those who did and just enjoy the fact that it was cool to see something like that happen. You know, man, this is so close right now. So close. If I averaged down when it was at 30 cents, I would have already been green. Just go. Just fucking go. I needed to reach. Fuck. Go. Bitcoin is still pointing up. Ethereum is about to hit 4K. No reason not to go. SPY is still going up. Look at that. That's pretty nice. So at this point, I could have sold at 22 cents. And having 100 contracts, every single cent would mean a lot. But it's all good. I closed it green, and that's all I needed to know. Riot. You know, with how much it's struggling, I'm not going to try to profit too much off of it. I just want to sell it green. Fuck it. Just to keep my track record. I just want to sell it green. Maybe buy back into it if it dips down, but I just want to sell it green for now. Just to maintain this week's track record of having closed every single trade green. And then I can stop being live and go get some breakfast. Although watch now when it passes through and yeah, see it filled, that is going to go all the way. Yeah. All good. I closed green. Made my money. Every single trade this week closed green. Let's go back on the Discord and let the homies know. Let the homies know. Right. Perfect. That was a good time. Thanks a lot for joining. Glad to have everyone on board, and I will see you guys Tuesday. Enjoy your long weekend. Keep an eye on that crypto stuff, and take it easy.